YouTube, what's going on? Wrong. I had to make this video because my man Doc Dark 1985 made a video stating a strong case, or making a strong case for gaming services. Um, he believes that PlayStation gamers don't want to buy into these services because we rather own our games because that makes us better gamers. That is not the case, my brother. And I just want you to hear me out. And I want everybody to hear me out. That is not the case. And I'm going to speak for myself more than anybody. I'm a consumer first and I'm a gamer second. Really. Because it boils down to value when it comes to spending money on games and stuff. What do I value? I don't want the biggest reason why I don't want to buy into these services is because I don't want to give these publishers, these companies control over what I buy. That is all that is to it, brother. I don't want to give control to the publishers, to the companies, and everything else. I don't. And to be honest with you, they don't want us to have control over what we buy. You know why? Because that makes them more money at the end of the day. If they could have it their way, it would be a 2013 DRM on Sony PlayStation as well and Microsoft's Xbox. We will have DRM all over the place had we gave in 2013. This is DRM all over again, whether it's buying digitally or buying into these services. You don't have control over what you buy. There's nothing to show for the money. There's nothing to show for what you spent. You know what I mean? And if we're going to go to these services, we might as well open up these arcades again and just drop quarters again if we're going to play like that. Sometimes convenience ain't the best thing, bruh. Don't get me wrong. Convenience is very enticing. If I'm streaming the games really quick, I don't have to buy into consoles. I could just download a game to my console real quick and I could just access it on the fly. It's very enticing. But then at the end of the day, you don't own nothing. You're told what you can and can't do with what you buy. You're at the mercy of the publisher. You're at the mercy of the corporation. I could not think of that word. Excuse me. I don't want that. I don't want that for me. And I don't want that for anybody. Because that's, to me, that is not fair business. That is not fair business. They made their investment on a product to sell to us. We made our investment on buying a copy of their product. That's what we did. It's our right. And I believe that if we give into these services, then we fork over our rights at the end of the day. And it sounds good on the surface, but it just ain't good at the end of the day. Personally, these are my personal firm beliefs. This, again, let me reiterate this. This has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with me being a better gamer because I choose to own my stuff. It does not mean that. I'm not better than anybody else. I'm not trying to be better than anybody else. I just want to operate on principle. I want to operate on values, true values, and not fork over my power to a publisher, to a publisher, no matter who it is. Sony, Microsoft, I don't care. Bro, I'm the biggest. No, let me check that. Because it's people bigger than me. Bigger Sony fan. I am a huge Sony fan. I'm a Sony fan. I'm a PlayStation fan. I like PlayStation products. I like Sony products. But I don't want PlayStation now. I don't want it because of that. Because of that very thing that I keep speaking on. That's all it is to it. I would be a hypocrite, bro. And any other PlayStation gamer, right? If we was to sit up and trash Xbox Game Pass, but we all over PlayStation Now. And I could be petty and say, PlayStation Now is better than Game Pass and all, but that is nothing. That's small talk. We can have fun with that. But at the end of the day, it ain't even about that. It's about the much bigger picture. That's what it's about. And personally, I feel like, and I've seen the PlayStation Now. You can download all games besides the PS3. You can't download PS3 games because of the architecture of the PS3. It was a weird architecture because of the cell processor that won't allow these systems to run these games natively on hardware. You can't emulate. It's tough to emulate. That's why you can't download PlayStation 3 games. But you can download the other games. And you have access to tons of other games. Plus, like you said, the services seem to work better in terms of functionality. It sounds more appealing to me as a PlayStation gamer, but guess what? I still don't want it. I still don't. Man, they can have the coldest God of War game ever. And I love God of War. They can have the coldest God of War game ever. But I'll figure out a way to access it without having to buy into these services. I'll get on a free trial and play it. But I just will not. My principles won't allow me to just be submissive to these companies, because that's what it is at the end of the day. I'm not giving these companies control over what I buy. I'm not. It's not fair for them to tell me what they can and can't do. It's not fair. Check it. And this is we talking about digital distribution. We talking about streaming services. We talking about all of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, they don't want you to own nothing because it lines their pockets up even more. But check it. I know a good dude, my homie. He bought into he buys a lot of digital games. He plays a lot of digital games. He posts a lot of gameplay screenshots on Twitter. Some asshole decided to report one of the screenshots that he screenshotted from a game. It came from a game that he was playing. Somebody reported the screenshot. Sony suspended his account. Damn near banned him. If they would have banned his account, he would have lost all of that money he spent throughout the years in PlayStation Network. He would have lost all of that if they would have snatched his account away, because he broke their terms and conditions on something that he purchased. He had in order for you to buy into these digital games, services, and all of that, you have to agree to their terms. You basically gotta do it with a disc, but at least with a disc, you do have something tangible. You know what I'm saying? You do have something tangible. You can agree all day to it. That don't mean nothing, because I can take that game that I agreed to, pull it out of my console, and give it to somebody else and sell it. Or keep it forever. And then I can look back on it, whatever. I can doodle on it, bro. I can do whatever I want. It's mine. But if it ain't mine, if I have to give the publisher the control, allow them to give me permission to use their stuff. That's trash, bro. That's trash. Like I said, it's not about elitism. It's not about me being a better gamer or anything. It's about me having control. And I don't think me getting banned from PlayStation Network because some idiot decided to report one of my tweets off a game that they licensed. Sony licensed that game. And you're gonna ban me because I decided that I wanted to tweet gameplay from a licensed PlayStation game onto the internet that you allowed me to do. You're gonna take that away from me and take all of my games that I bought digitally from me because I don't own them in the first place. No, I'm not. I refuse. I refuse to give these publishers, these companies power, because that's exactly what you're doing. when you buy into these services, when you buy into these digital games, when you get these digital consoles, bro. That shit sound cool. Yeah, I'll get a digital console. You get it, and everything you done purchase out of your own hard-earned money is it's like dust, bro. Nothing. It's nothing. It all boils down to value. That's what it boils down to. Do you care about games? Do you care about the culture? You know, that's what it comes down to. It doesn't come down to who's the better gamer. It doesn't come down to gamer scores, trophies. It doesn't come down to nothing. It comes down to the value. Value. Do you value gaming? Do you value the culture, bro? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Do you value culture of gaming? Or is this passable entertainment to you? Do you just want to screw around a little bit, get off of it, and go ahead and do whatever? You know? That's a lot of people, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But you talking to a bunch of people who give a damn about what they buy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here give a damn about where their money went and everything else. What do they have to show for the money that they spent? They hard-earned money at that. Let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Sorry for the long 11.5-minute rant, but I needed to get that point across. I hope that I got it across. I hope people understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to drive that home because I feel like it's incredibly important. Rome, I'm gone.